If there's one phrase that can perfectly describe a romantic relationship between an August-born and someone born in October, it's that they're two pieces of a puzzle that are always meant to be together. And while October-borns are capable of cracking the walls that Augusts have built around them, it's no easy task. If you want to learn more about unique personality traits, relationship compatibility, and horoscopes based off the day you were born, subscribe down below for weekly content. Without further ado, we're going to take a look at the compatibility between August and October-borns. Before we get into the compatibility, let's first explore the traits of these two birth months that will be important in their pairing. August-born traits. People born in August are known as perfectionists out of all the birth months. They won't settle for anything less than perfect and always have the room to improve their skills to reach that level of perfectionism, no matter how hard it is. They don't shy away from hard work. In fact, they embrace it. It doesn't matter how difficult or time-consuming a project is. If they find something that piques their interest, they will take a nosedive into that project, and they won't stop until they completed what they have set their mind to. When it comes to relationships and friendships, August people are one of the most affectionate individuals out there. And being kind-hearted is second nature to them, as they always want to see the best in others. They fill the lives of others around them with love and affection. That's if you're fortunate enough to gain their affection. On the other side of the coin, August can sometimes be very uptight, to the point that people around them have to constantly remind them to relax and take it easy. Whether it's about emotions, feelings, relationships, friendships, work, or even the smallest of projects. They overthink about everything. Their overthinking can get out of hand at times, and that causes them a lot of problems that could easily be avoided if they just didn't overthink about it all. As for August-borns in relationships, they tend to prefer a deep and meaningful relationship, as opposed to a superficial ones where they barely know their partner. They are interested in knowing everything about their partner, what their interests are, things they love and hate, and all the little details. They don't hesitate to show their love and affection to their partner. October-born traits. Level-headed, charming, and intelligent are three words that perfectly describe the personality of someone born in October. They're almost like the peacemaker between all the birth months. They're always trying to find common ground in every conflict. October-borns are driven by the strong sense of right and wrong. It's only logical that they have a need to find the balance in everything. In any social setting, it's highly likely you'll find an October-born being the most social and talkative out of everyone. And as for their love lives, it's safe to say that October has its fair share of relationships that didn't end in the right note and only left them with disappointment. You would think these disappointments would have left them traumatized by the idea of relationships, when in reality, it's quite the opposite. They still remain hopelessly romantic, and they are waiting for that day where they'll meet their Prince Charming or Princess and have a fairy tale ending. They take relationships very seriously, and once they find their soulmate, they will stay committed and loyal to that relationship. But one thing that is for sure, when they first meet each other, they will either have direct conflict or they will instantly click. October and August have a lot of common interests, especially due to the fact that they both have a knack for art and a love of beautiful and luxurious objects. They will dive deep into conversations about their common interests, and thanks to their mastered skills of communication, they may spend hours upon hours talking about things that they love. However, one downside that may cause a bit of conflict to their communication is that August-borns tend to gravitate towards being direct and to the point. Oftentimes, they value their time so much they would rather just say what they needed and nothing more and nothing less. And when this happens, October will struggle to try and read between the lines. October-borns are witty and they have a sarcastic side to them, and so does August-borns. These two lovebirds will have fun in everything they do. Another common point of interest is that they both have a strong hate for confrontation. If there's a situation where they have to confront each other about it, they would rather just pretend like it never happened, rather than confront one another about that situation. They would prefer a life to be filled with peace and quiet, so even if they engage in an argument or a fight, it won't last long. People born to these birth months also have the ability to understand each other's feelings without them even uttering a single word. In the beginning of the relationship, if they instantly connect with each other, they will have a dating life that is comparable to something that's out of a romantic movie. August will find October's personality is dazzling and interesting, and they will smother them with compliments and flattery, which is something that October loves. This initial connection will have them head over heels in love with each other, to the point where they feel like they've known each other for several lifetimes. Once the fairy tale connection starts to wear off, that's where they might find themselves entangled with some problems. If there's one thing that really grinds August-born's gears, it's the fact that October-borns can be a bit lazy, and they can't catch up with the speed of an August-born. This can pose some challenges. However, it's nothing that can't be fixed with some talking and reasoning. On the bright side, the difference between them can actually be used to their advantage. A lot of times, thanks to their hard-working nature, August-borns tend to overwork themselves and spend sleepless nights to achieve what they want, while October-borns don't. So October-borns can balance that aspect of their lives, in the sense they can help them slow down and tone down their workaholic tendencies. And as for August-borns, they would be the motivation that would help propel October to tackle their goals. Sometimes they don't usually do out of fear of change. All things considered, August and October-borns are romantically compatible as long as they respect each other's differences and feelings. Just like every relationship, this relationship probably will require a bit of work, and all issues they face them will need to be resolved. The fact that the two of them hate confrontation, they have to be careful that they don't end up bottling up their emotions for the sake of maintaining the peaceful life, which can be a recipe for disaster later on in the future. They make excellent parents partnered together. With August's loyal and reliable nature, mixed with October's natural caring and loving side, this balances them out perfectly. We hope you enjoyed this video, and perhaps this next video may be of interest to you as well.